Good afternoon, sir, and thank you for speaking with the CSR Journal. We're really glad we could have you.
Thank you very much.
Tell us in brief, what is your opinion on the whole CSR regime in India?
I think the CSR regime in India needs improvement. We are a poor country. And a certain lot of people are benefited enormously by government policies, by what they have done, lowering of taxes. And in a country like India, you need a social conscience, you need more compassion, and you need to make sure that you give back something to your fellow beings who are living in poverty voluntarily without being asked. It has to be out of your personal money, not corporate money. Corporate money belongs to shareholders, and what is happening today in terms of CSR by compulsion is something that I don't agree with. But I think individuals who are billionaires, and there are 60 of them with $260 billion, should give away at least 2% of their wealth every year. 2% of $260 billion is 5.2 billion, and there's enough to pay medical insurance of 2 lakhs for maybe 60 crore people. So it's a very large amount of money. So for that we need compassion, we need an acceptance by people who are successful that they have to give back voluntarily without asking, and do it just to create a better society and to fulfill their obligations. I think giving away is an obligation. It is not charity. It is not CSR. It's an obligation. I have to give because I've done well. Maybe I've done well only because of me. I have struggled, I have come up, I earned money, it's mine. That's perfectly fine. But you live in a society where there is want. And if you don't give back, and you are successful, and the society that you want can never be created. Because if there's so many poor people, many of them will become violent. Many of them will change society because they don't see any future for themselves. And the fact is, in a growing economy, only a few can do well. And those few have an obligation. So giving back is an obligation, is not a charity. And we need more compassion. We've got to stop this vulgar display of wealth. And I think for that, we have to put a proposition before the billionaires of this country. Either you pay inheritance tax levied by the state and a higher income tax, or you give away your money voluntarily. They have to make the choice. Now the government over the last many years reduced personal tax from 40% to 30%, wealth tax of 2% has been abolished, inheritance tax has been abolished, and a lot of things have been done. So people have made enormous amount of money, and it has to go back. And I think it's an obligation.
A supervising body, a monitoring body for the whole CSR taken in the country?
I don't think we need supervisory bodies or controls by the government, because the whole governance mechanism is rotten and corrupt. So I don't think so, because if you do that, the people who are doing the control will tell them give money to this entity, that entity, where the wives will not others are involved. So we don't need more corruption. What we need is more, let us say, transparency. What we need is more reporting, so the people who are shareholders understand what is happening and they take care of it. I think that's all that's required. We need analysts like you who are going to come and analyze financial statements and tell the people what exactly is happening, how much is being spent, and we need to showcase people who have done very well and hold them as heroes to our country. To me, a poor man who has 2 rotis and gives it away to the wandering monk is more a greater person than a billionaire who gives away a few millions. Because you got more to give. When you've got nothing to give, you give something to a fellow human being. You are a greater human being.
CSR has just been made mandatory in our country, the 2%. Do you see any challenges in the near future? Because it's just been 2 years that it's mandatory. What are the kind of challenges that you foresee?
Well, I think the challenge will be that the 2% is enormous, about 20,000 crores a year. And that implies that, they need to have good projects with good execution. Many of the companies are setting up their own trust where the wives of their own family members are running it, so it's becoming a family affair, and many of them are giving to charity which are close to them, for example, for their own aggrandizement, for their own publicity, and they're going wrong. But many of them are doing good work. The Tatas have done good work, Infosys has done good work, Wipro is doing extraordinary work. Premji has given away 50% of his wealth, maybe $10–12 billion. I mean, I wish Premji is my hero. Premji is my real hero, apart from the Tatas. But Tatas is traditional, but Premji is my hero because Premji has given away his money. When you watch so much, giving away is very difficult. The richest man in the country has not done that. He has not demonstrated commitment to this country in the way that he has to. So I think, we have to need more exposure, more publicity, and more transparency and more reporting. And I think that will do the trick. But we got to wait and see how it pans out.
When we talk about CSR, we understand that individuals make up a corporate. How important do you think is a whole individual aspect in CSR?
I think individuals have to lead. And individuals have to demonstrate. Like I said, giving away should be an individual initiative. It cannot be a corporate initiative. Corporate organizations are there to accumulate resources to create wealth. Wealth for the shareholders. And the money they give as shareholders in terms of capital gains or returns have to be used by the shareholders for their purpose, for various purposes, including giving away.
So you can't force corporations which are set for a creation of wealth to give away. You can tax them more and spend the money, but you should not ask them to give away because it conflicts. Even though now new views have come up that a corporate should be a good corporate citizen. You got to give away. You got to transform society. But there is no management capability within to transform society and run a business. Business is very competitive. You got to spend all your energies on business and create greater wealth, obeying the laws of the land, making sure you don't harm society, and complying with everything else.
There's a recent upsurge in the CSR activities in the nation, and there are a lot of entrepreneurs who are also coming up with the help of this. What is the link that you would see between CSR and entrepreneurship?
I think the entrepreneurs who are coming up and you're doing money for CSR or whatever it is are people who are new age companies.
Okay.
They are educated middle class, they become wealthy, they feel compassionate, they feel that we got to give back, and they're doing all that, which is fantastic. But the old traditional classes are not giving as much as the family owned business, they're not giving. They want to give money to the children for the next 7 generations. Saath Pidi. They want to give away. That's a very feudal notion. The feudalism should be destroyed by higher taxes. Like after independence, we did away zamindars by having the zamindar abolition bill in parliament. We got to make sure that we have an inherent tax to make sure they don't accumulate too much of wealth and give it to the children, because that perpetuates inequity in society and creates a society where people with money can capture the governance mechanism, and that has to change. So you see this upsurge of young people, techies, and who have started companies, who come into wealth, to ESOPs, giving away money. That's fantastic. These are the new leaders of the country, and these are the people whom we must celebrate.
In just about exactly 8 to 10 words, what is CSR to you?
CSR to me is fulfilling my obligation to society. I'm part of an economy and part of a society where there is great deprivation and great want, and by giving away, I think that we are fulfilling our obligations.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.